Fish are friends, not food. So let's draw Nemo. To draw Nemo, I like to start with 2 large circles for the eyes. I do leave a little bit of space in between them. In those eyes, I'll draw another circle with an even smaller circle in it. That circle I'll leave white to be the highlight of the eye. Above the eyes, I'm going to do 2 little curves for eyebrows, which will help us know how tall his head is. I start next to the eye and do a big curve over the eyebrows and down to the left side of my page. Then I'll draw the bottom of his face, but I don't connect it to my first line. After that, I'll add in his smile with 1 little dimple and with a little tongue inside. Next to the side of his face, I will make 1 large fin. Along the edge of the large fin, I will color it slightly darker to give it a marking. I will also draw little lines in the middle just to give it some texture. Nemo has 1 fin that is much smaller than the other. With this fin, it might cross the edge of the body, so you might have to erase it out. But don't forget to add some of the extra details like on the big fin. I will want to add some fins on the top edge of his body as well. They do not have to be perfectly shaped, but they should have some of those same markings and details as the side fins. Be sure to add fins along the bottom of his body as well. For his tail, I like to make it come out almost like the shape of a fan and still add some of those line details and the black markings along the edge. When we have finished the fins, it's time to put in some stripes. Clownfish have white stripes along their sides. I usually add in about 3 stripes, and a couple of them may be covered a little bit by his fin. Just like we added extra black markings to the fins, I want to make sure there's black striping along the white stripes to really help those white stripes pop out. To elevate our artwork, let's try some bubble printing. I need cups of water and I need dish soap. I will add a little bit of the dish soap into just a small amount of water, and then I will choose some craft paint to add into those cups of water. I would probably include more paint than I have of soap. This should make your printing a little bit brighter. Once you have added your paint, you'll need a straw. The straw is not for drinking. The straw will help you to stir up your paint and your soap and your water, but it'll also help you to blow some bubbles, which we will be adding to our background. Make sure you really stir everything up well. Now I'm going to go ahead and blow some air into my mixture until the bubbles start to rise above the edge of the cup. Once they are nice and tall, I'll take my picture and I will smoosh down the bubbles. This will leave some of the color on my paper. Your bubbles might not be very bright right away, but the more you add them, the better it's going to look. So keep on blowing the bubbles and putting them all throughout your background. When I had drawn my Nemo, I used permanent markers. Be careful not to use washable markers, or they might start to spread when you start getting your paper wet. When you have finished, it should look like your Nemo is actually swimming through bubbles and the ocean. We may not be swimming today, but I hope you'll remember to just keep drawing.